The bar was set so high by Mercedes and Red Bull in 2021 as they fought for the Constructors and Drivers Championships. However, in testing, both teams haven't looked like the clear favourites, as that accolade goes to Ferrari. I know, it's only testing, and we won't know anything until the lights go out in Bahrain in just over a week's time. But with the final day of testing coming to a close, are Mercedes and Red Bull actually struggling in 2022? We've seen big changes to the Mercedes as they arrived at Bahrain for this test. They basically turned up with a completely revised car that had no side pods. This concept wowed the paddock immediately, and there were suspicions that certain teams weren't happy. Christian Horner was quoted by German publication Auto Motor and Sport as saying that the Mercedes had gone a step too far with the concept, and that it hadn't corresponded with the spirit of the regulations. A Red Bull spokesperson later came out and said that the quotes were inaccurate, and to clarify that no official comment had been made by the team. During the media session on Friday, we asked Christian Horner about the Mercedes legality, and it appears that he has no issues with the look of the car and the concept of the Mercedes. He went on to say, "I think it's interesting. It's very innovative of what Mercedes have come up with. It's quite different to the concept that we have pursued and some others have. It certainly shows the creativity within the constrictive regulations of F1 that there are very different solutions coming out. Whether it's the right route or whatever, only time will tell." And that is the key thing to take away from this. Only time will tell whether it is the right concept or not. Because Mercedes drivers Lewis Hamilton and George Russell have made it clear to the media that they aren't in the place that they would like to be with the new W13. And Hamilton went on to say that if the Bahrain Grand Prix took place this weekend, it would be Ferrari that would finish the race 1 and 2. Well, Ferrari don't think so, and Carlos Sainz thinks that Mercedes are doing what they typically do in testing, and firmly believes that they'll be in the hunt for victory at next weekend's Bahrain Grand Prix. Now, by the time this video goes live, testing will nearly be finished in Bahrain, so we could see Mercedes really push for a quick lap time, so we might get a better idea of where they stand. However, with the Mercedes talk now finished, let's talk about Red Bull. When 2022 started for testing, Red Bull wowed everyone in Barcelona as they showed off their new concept, and especially their new side pod design. With Red Bull, they look solid. Getting the mileage under their belts has been the order of the day, and they haven't really looked like they're going to push for a fast lap time. Now they have brought an upgrade to their car at the final day of testing in Bahrain. You can see the comparison on screen. It is new side pods. It's certainly not as extreme as Mercedes, but it's a different take on what they had in Barcelona. As both Mercedes and Red Bull have pointed out, the 10% more allowance for wind tunnel time in 2022 has certainly helped and has seemed to be a real advantage for Ferrari. This wind tunnel time has allowed Ferrari to develop the car in a way that it's able to corner better and understand the airflow of how they can get more downforce. This will be a big advantage in the early parts of the season, and it seems to be showing that in testing. A positive thing to note for both Mercedes and Red Bull is that they look reliable, and that is the key thing to nail down in testing. Granted, Red Bull did suffer a gearbox issue in Barcelona. That has been the only blemish on their card so far. Mercedes haven't suffered any issues, which tells you that everything appears to be working as it should be. The question mark will always be the performance side, and as I have mentioned, both teams haven't really pushed their car to the limit, and it's been clear to see that Mercedes have been lifting off when down the straights, suggesting that the engine has been turned down. Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez are in a similar boat. They haven't looked for a quick lap yet, and it would appear that the fast laps are being saved for qualifying in Bahrain. So, as it appears Ferrari hold the advantage, will we see Mercedes and Red Bull fight back? Personally, I think yes. Come race day in Bahrain, they'll be in the fight for victory, which is a very exciting prospect to have Mercedes, Red Bull and Ferrari all gunning for the same goal this season. Let me know what you think of Mercedes and Red Bull's performances in testing so far. I'd love to hear them in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to Crash F1 for more content, and don't forget to like this video.